is a temple. Namadeha Devasthan. Okay. You have heard the Vaikunta Ekadashi. Vaikunta Ekadashi recently. It's called Muktida Ekadashi. Ekadashi gives liberation. The gates of Vaikunta are 7. There are 7 gates for the Vaikunta. The 7 gates of the Vaikunta are in our body. Nama sharidali 7 gate ಇದೆ. This totality called Brahmanda. Universe is Brahmanda. And we are Pindanda. Small. Okay. What is the universe? Cosmos is macrocosm. And we are microcosm. Prapancha Vishwa and the Brahmanda. Now Pindanda. We are microcosm. The beauty of the microcosm of human being is that whatever is in macrocosm is there in the microcosm. Brahmanda is there, or the Pindanda is there. So the entire spiritual journey we can do in microcosm. The Kailasa, Mansarovar, everything we can do within. Entire journey of Shivaloka, Vaikunta, we can do within us. That is the greatness of human body. Manushan Sharidali, Kailasa, Vaikunta, Darshana Marbo. They are not places, they are consciousness, the Chaitanya. Okay. So that is the gift of human body. Manushan Sharira, Punyandre, you have a body where entire macrocosm we can do journey within microcosm. Pinda, Brahmanda journey, we can complete. So you have 2 options of journey. You have to do macrocosm journey you can do, or microcosm journey you can do. Both. Nobody has say any, problem. You can do macrocosm also, microcosm also. Brahmanda madbodu, Pindanda madbodu. You can do journey both the places. Right? So Brahmanda journey in the Brahmanda is expensive. It takes time. It takes effort. Okay. It is millions of lifetimes. Because time is there in the universe. Brahmanda journey ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಷಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಜನ್ಮಗಳು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪುನರಪಿ ಜನನಂ ಪುನರಪಿ ಮರಣಂ ಪುನರಪಿ ಜನನಿ ಜನರೇಶಯನಂ. What we say, we repeat cycle of birth is because we want to do journey in the macrocosm. Okay. So same journey, if you are able to do in microcosm, it is faster. The time scales are very different. Macrocosmic journey and microcosm. What takes million years, it takes very little time within. ಹೊರಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲಕ್ಷಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ವರ್ಷ ತಗೊಳ್ತದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಕಾಸ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಪಿಂಡಾಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುದು. Outer journey takes lot of time, lot of effort, lot of struggle, lot of many lifetimes. The inner journey is faster, quicker, and maturity happens much faster. What can be done in Brahmanda can be done in Pindanda, but it's a faster way, very fast. The time scales are very different. Understand? Why the time scales are different? For example, your life is 100 years. Understand? Nama jivan 100 ವರ್ಷ. There's a mosquito. What is the lifetime of a mosquito? One day. One day the mosquito is born, grows up and dies. Maybe 2 days. If you hit it, it will half a day. So the insect's lifetime is 1 day, but our lifetime is 100 years. Correct, no? So insects, one lifetime is much smaller compared to our one lifetime, right? But insect in that one day it will go to full life cycle. It will have children, it will get married. Okay. So full idea. One ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಒಂದು lifetime ಅದು. It's full lifetime. It do everything. Understand? So you see the time scales are different. For that insect, that one day is one lifetime. Understand? ಆ ಹುಳಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ one lifetime. But for us it's just 1 day. Correct? Similarly, for us, what you call 1 year is nothing for Brahmaji. Brahmaji is a big life. Like we are like mosquitoes for Brahmaji, for the Brahmanda. So for Brahmanda, it will take millions, trillions of years. For us, for our scale, it is very big. But in our scale, we will go through one life cycle. Correct? No? So same thing happens with Brahmaji. Like what is their insect to us, same thing happens to us to insect, Brahmaji. What happens Brahmaji? Brahmaji will born, he'll get married, he'll have children, and he'll spend 100 years. For him, it's 100 years. But his 100 years and our 100 years is very different. Like our one day and our 1 year and insects 1 day is very different. Correct? No? Got it? ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಹುಡುಗ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ. The scales are different, but in that the insect will go through full day, full life. Similarly, we go through full life. Brahmaji also goes through full life. This whatever happens is same. Pindana, Brahmana. Correct? No? So that means what is in the Brahmana is there in Pindana. What is there in our life is also in mosquito's life. Right? So the question is, we can do our journey in the Brahmana. That means we have to work on the Brahman scale. Or we can do work on our own scale, Pindana. You understand? So if you work on Brahmaji scale, you have to work for millions of years. Because his life is bigger. Now Brahmaji lifetime super dot scale. Like an insect wants to work on our scale, it's too big. Okay. So you understand the difference, right? Brahmana, Pindana. Scales are different. But what happens is same. There and here. Or Brahmaji also thinks that he has lived for 100 years, that's all. Okay. But that 100 years is from our point of view is billion years. Right? So there are three ways of doing journey. ಮೂರು ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. Okay. The first journey is macrocosmic journey. Brahmanda journey ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay. That journey is called Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam. So again and again we have to take a birth to make the journey. It's long journey. Gross world. The gross world journey is called long. Okay. It's called Virat Purusha, cosmic, cosmos. Virat Purusha or cosmos or microcosm means same thing. Virat Purusha. That journey is longer because time scales are different. You have a choice, you can do it, no problem. Marble now. But it takes a long time. So then the journey is possible at a subtle world. That subtle world journey we have to do within. That's called microcosmic journey. Not that's macrocosmic journey and microcosmic journey. But again, microcosmic journey is faster because it's your time scale, not Brahmaji's time scale. Right? So within your Brahma life cycle, you can do your journey inside you. That's called microcosmic journey. Now you are not dependent on the Brahmaji's time scale. You can do faster. Right? Brahmaji to produce one a child, it will take some couple of million years for it because it's so long. But for you to produce a children, it's only 9 months. Days are very different. So we have to work on our time scale, not Brahmaji's time scale. That is called spiritual journey. If you want to work on Brahmaji's time scale, it's called karma journey, karmic journey. Understand? You can do a journey of karma and dharma, which is Brahmaji's time scale. And you can do a journey of within you. It's actually spiritual journey, adhyatmika. Right? The choice is there. We have choice. Nobody can force anybody. So cosmic and microcosmic. So microcosmic journey is called journey in the Hiranyagarbha, subtle world. Microcosmic journey from Virat, gross, you can go to Hiranyagarbha, and you can go to Ishvara, within. So this is microcosmic journey. Understand? Macrocosmic journey outside. Brahmanda the prana, forget. Microcosmic journey is inside. The scales are time scales are very different. Right? So the spiritual evolution takes a lot of time outside. Because you are working on Brahmaji's time, Virat Purusha time can happen much faster within you. at a faster rate. That is called Adhyatmic spiritual journey. Okay. So, everything what is there in macrocosm is in microcosm also. But it doesn't look like that. We start looking, imagining something there and start imagining something inside. You don't have to imagine. There are different ways. There are different things. I mean, the same thing is there in different ways. Brahmanda is there, Pinada is there. So, in Brahmanda, there's a Kailasa Parvata, the Mount Kailasa. The journey we have to undertake. It takes time, effort. In the Kailas Parvata, there's a Manasa Sarovara, big lake called Manasa Sarovara. From the Manasa Sarovara, the Kailas Parvata. So it takes a couple of days or years of preparation to go there. Outer journey. It's in the journey called Virat or gross world. The same journey can be done inside. Adhe prayana vada madbodu. Faster. Okay. So the Kailasa Parvata is the top of our head. Brahma, this is called Sahasrara. Okay. The spiritual energy we have to move to the Kailasa Parvata, Sahasrara. There we will have Shiva's darsana. But not the way Shiva you see the picture. Right? Not the way we depicted the Shiva in the picture. Understand? It's a different consciousness which you can experience here. That is Shiva consciousness. You can experience Shiva consciousness in your body at the Sahasrara. Shiva Chaitanya ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರದ ತಲೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸಬಹುದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ತಲೆಗೆ ಸಹಸ್ರಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. This is ಕೈಲಾಸ. Now we have to understand the Shiva as the form, right? Shiva you have seen a form. Shivana ಶರೀರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? A matted lock and vibhuti, 3 eyes, right? A serpent in the neck and blue neck. Shiva has. Okay, now that is a representation of the reality. It's a picturization of the reality of Shiva. Why the picture is given? To find that Shiva in us. That Shiva's form is nothing but a yogic method for us to find that Shiva in us. Shiva, everything about Shiva is a yogic symbol. Shivana pratyondu ಒಂದು ಸಂಕೇತ, symbol. Understand? What is the symbol of yogic symbol? The third eye here is called Adna chakra in us. So Shiva's third eye is our third eye at this place. So that third eye we can connect to Shambhavi Mudra or third eye meditation. So we can go to Sahasrara by awakening the Kundalini, Shakti, read Sahasrara. So then what happens? Our consciousness will merge with Shiva consciousness. Okay? So you don't see Shiva, you be Shiva. Shivananu ಕಾಣುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಶಿವನೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದಾಗ್ತದೆ. Understand? The Shiva's matted lock, Shivana jada idala. That's a symbol because the matted lock is a point about 12 inches above our head, is a place of Sahasrara chakra, energy center. So to take our attention to that energy center, the Sahasrara chakra, the matted lock is there. Okay. Then our attention goes to the matted lock, top of the Sahasrara. That is the position of Sadashiva, pure awareness. Then Shiva has moon on the jeta, matted lock, right? The half moon. The half moon is a symbol of a chakra. Okay, what chakra is that? Huh? It's called Bindu chakra. So this is the Bindu chakra. Back. Okay. The Bindu. No, I'm saying for them artists to show, if you show behind, you can't see that. So you have to show.
The Omkara, this thing also.
No, the Bindu chakra is very important. Okay. This is the Bindu chakra. So the Bindu Chakra position is shown as a half moon on Shiva's matted off. Okay.
There is one more chakra.
No, there are so many chakras.
That chakra is
The Bindu Chakra. Now listen carefully. So this why half moon is shown, everything in the mind is called moon only. So that specific half moon is a symbol for Bindu Chakra. Bindu Chakra is a yogic symbol for Bindu Chakra. So half moon is a Bindu Chakra here. Now what is the specialty of Bindu Chakra? Bindu Chakra is a dot on the pointer. In those who have do upasana for that, bring that Meru.
Sri Chakra.
Right side. Take it.
Meru. Bindu Visarga ಅದೆರಡು ಒಂದೇ.
So this is actually is called this point. What is it? It's called Bindu. Sri Chakra represents the macrocosm, the universe, Brahmanda. Okay. Sri Chakra is the Brahmanda. Your body is the Sri Chakra, microcosm. The Bindu here is also there here for you at this place. Now that Bindu, this place appears as a Bindu here. The Bindu point here, just below the Sahasrara, is the Bindu point. So that appears here. Okay, that's called Bindu Visarga. The Visarga is the two dots in Sanskrit, right? So one Bindu becomes two. It becomes Shiva here and Shakti in the Muladhara. Shiva here, Bindu, Shakti in the Muladhara. The Bindu, real Bindu point is above, slightly above, below Sahasrara.
What is the difference? What is the difference? This and this.
So basically, everything in the chakra, okay, chakra system, there's a real chakra and chakra kshetram. So for example, Atma is here. Atma is not here. Atma is inside the pineal gland, deep inside. So the center, visible center is outside. It's called kshetram.
Visible.
What is available to us to observe? Sensation. So sensation is here. Inside you can't feel the sensation. So sensation is called kshetram. The origination is inside. The point and kshetram. So Bindu point is here. The kshetram of Bindu is here. Where you can experience it. Here you can't experience it.
Same with Sahasrara.
Sahasrara. So the Sahasrara you can experience as Brahmarandra. Okay. Understand? Right? So Bindu Visarga means the one point here, this point, okay, becomes the entire cosmos. 7 lokas, Bhuloka, Bhuvaloka, Suvarloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. The whole universe is coming from this point. It's not a point also, to show you. Similarly, that one point called from her microcosm here, Bindu, it becomes our whole 7 chakras, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Atma, corresponding 7 lokas. 7 lokal sambandhapattaage nammada Bindu agtade. Right? So our body is the Sri Chakra. Namada Sharira Sri Chakra. Then why do we do puja for Sri Chakra outside? The puja is called Aradhana, worship. ಬಾಹ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆರಾಧನಾ, ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಉಪಾಸನ. What you do inside is called upasana or meditation. Okay. So when you do outside, is the macrocosmic journey. When you do inside, it's called microcosmic journey. Right? ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪಿಂಡಾಂಡದ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ, ಹೊರಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಬಾಹ್ಯ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ. When you do outside, it's called ಆರಾಧನಾ. It's the macrocosm. When you go inside, it's called microcosm. One bindu becomes two. It becomes Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is here, Shakti is the Muladhara. The Shiva bindu is white dot, represents white. Shakti bindu is represented red dot in the chakra, Muladhara chakra. The entire spiritual journey for you, this Shiva and Sarvara, about diversion. Within your body, they are one is here and other here. Understand? So
They get reunion.
so their reunion within you is called spiritual journey. Understand? So the Shakti has to meet Shiva. The Bindu Visarga, the two, one has become two, the two has to become one. There within you. So that is the microcosmic journey. Adu antaragnada prayana. A Shiva Shakti ondaagಬೇಕು. So when the Shiva and Shakti become separate, there's a feeling of duality. And become inside. Inside, there's a duality. That's called Bindu Visarga. Understand? So the Bindu speciality, in the Bindu, all your prarabdha karma is stored in a print.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಷ್ಟ.
Even kashta? Bindu, your prarabdha karma blueprint is brought into this Bindu point. Jiva point.
SIM card.
Okay, SIM card. All your prarabdha karma is brought there. Okay. And what is required for your journey of life is also prana is also given there at this point, a small point. All of your packaging, your release package. Okay. Understand? Yeah. So when you are born, this bindu is formed. In that bindu, your karmic impressions, your life journey, whatever prana is required, is stored.
Whatever prana is required.
Whatever is required for your life journey. How much time you have run? No, you have run 70 years, 75 years. Here you run. Understand? So this is your actually life package.
So prana connect to food.
So what is required for your life? That comes here. If your life is 70 years, up to that point, this will be active. So now this bindu point, something called amrita starts going down. Nectar. Okay, that nectar is what gives life energy to your body. Okay, amrita is called amrita, nectar. So that goes down. So there are two places for the nectar to go. Amrita, the amrita to go to two places. It can go down and used for your day-to-day functioning. Khana, Pina, Sona. Eating.
All these.
All the three lower chakras. Manipura is food. Swadhisthana is sex. Muladhara is survival. You understand? It can go there. Or it can go to your heart. I guess so. Or it can go to your higher center, Atma chakra and Sahasrara. Journey upwards. So the Bindu chakra has got something called Amrita. Okay. Have you heard Devatas and Asuras do Amrita Mantana? They use Kaya Vasuki there. Vasuki is done Chitrana. Vasuki is standing and they do Amrita Mantana. Correct? So that Vasuki, after all taking out the poison, Shiva puts the Vasuki here. Neck. The Vasuki is used for churning the Mount Bear, Mandara Parvata. Right? So after complete poison is drained out, no? The snake will run poisonous. Then Shiva uses it as the ornament. After that, before poisons, he doesn't use it. Understand? Vasuki is nothing but Kundalini energy. Okay. That Mandara Parvata, the mountain which is due from the Mandara, is our spinal cord. Okay. In the spinal cord, churning has happened using Vasuki. She is here now. Catch it.
Ready, Guruji.
Right? Understand? So the churning has happened. Up and down, churning has happened. Now, poison will come down. So, in the Bindu point of view, the poison will come and Amrita will come. Both will come. This point. Both will come. Okay. So, what happens is that poison Amrita will fall to the Manipura and get burned. Burnt means it's used for your day-to-day functioning. So you have a limited amount of Amrita available here. That Amrita you can use for spiritual journey or khana, pina, sona. Got it?
From childhood only we have to start. We have not done.
Understand? Your package what is given, the currency.
Gone or what is my
The currency what is given to you, you can use it for macrocosmic journey. Same currency. Currency is same. You can do outer world journey or you can do inner world journey. So if you have to do inner world journey, the energy has to be taken here.
Then you should stop Khana Pina Sona.
You can do khana pina sona.
But energy is getting used.
But
your
khana pina sona only you are doing. So what you are doing, what is your predominant thought every day morning? Breakfast क्या है, खाना क्या है, lunch क्या है, dinner क्या है? Our whole thoughts are going around that. So मेरा बेटा क्या कर रहा है? What should my child, my survival? So our three chakras are becoming more active. The energy is going there. Understand? Shiva's neck is blue. What he does, he doesn't allow that poison to go down. Poison is coming from here and Amrita which comes from here. It doesn't allow to go down. The Amrita goes to Devatas within Atma chakra and within the Brahm cavity here, brain. Devatas get the Amrita. So the poison is there. Shiva drinks the poison. Neck is Vishuddha chakra. He does not allow the poison to go below the Vishuddha chakra. Amrita, he goes to Devatas. Devatas are within the brain cavity, upper chakra. That's why Devatas become Amara.
Why does he stop poison here?
Huh?
Why does he stop it here?
The poison affects the body. Our body is aging, deterioration will happen. So what happens is many yogis are looking young because they are able to stop that poison coming down. This is what's called Khechari Mudra, Nabo Mudra, Manduki Mudra. Okay. So you can stop the poison going down and Amrita we can use it Devatas. Using your tongue. Understood now.
It doesn't happen by default.
Nothing happens by default except children.
Stop there ಅಂದ್ರೆ stop
No, Shiva is a symbol of yoga symbol shown in that form. What you have to do is see the symbol, you have to apply in your life now.
We can go to that.
So the tongue is used to redirect the poison to redirect the Amrita to Devatas.
It's not mental.
And block the poison going down.
It's not just mental or something.
No.
Not thinking of something. It's physical.
It's physically also. Physical.
Physical and mental.
And next mental. Okay, so then energy can be redirected to inside. That are you listening?
Kriya yoga and Jnana yoga.
Purna Yoga. So far I have spent a lot of time on teaching you Purna Yoga. Now I am teaching you a lot of time on spending Kriya Yoga. Okay. So the other part is Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is called Prana Vidya. Okay. So Prana Vidya, I am trying to explain the science of Prana Vidya. So the energy, what is there, has to be redirected to within the brain cavity. That brain is our center of consciousness. Understand? So the brain, the universal energy, okay, gets reflected. Chidabhasa happens in our brain, in the pineal gland. Chidabhasa reflect consciousness to happen. It requires a good mirror reflection surface. Chidabhasa aguttalla, elli agutte. Where is the Chidabhasa happening? First it happens in the pineal gland, Atma chakra, deep inside. Right? So one Chidabhasa hit ittane, Chidabhasa. So Chidabhasa reflect consciousness happens here in the pineal gland. Now the Sakshi, the witness, the Kutastha Chaitanya is there everywhere. Is there in the brain cavity also. The reflected consciousness spreads within the brain and it goes to spinal cord. It goes to all the places in the body. Reflected consciousness. I said now, second reflection go to the body through spinal cord and goes. First reflection is Chidabhasa, pineal gland. Second reflection is the body. Third reflection is the world. Correct? Understand? Now you understand the yogic process, no? Whatever Chidabhasa is going to spinal cord and Muladhara, you bring it back to pineal gland, Atma chakra. Then what will happen? When it goes to body and lower level chakras, a lot of disturbance is there. Muladhara, Manipura, Swadhisthana, so much disturbance. Put the Kana, Pina, Sona. Okay. When you bring it back to pineal gland, Atma chakra, when I say Atma chakra or Sahasrara, both are one. Atma chakra point is here, Sahasrara point is here. Just slight difference between Atma chakra and Sahasrara.
When you were telling Darpana Prakriya, you said the first Chidabhasa comes in the spiritual heart. That area is called spiritual heart.
That area is called spiritual heart. That's Atma chakra. You know, no, wait. You ask that question, you keep that question, I'll tell you, explain the, give you the clarification. Okay, so Atma chakra is where the maximum reflection happens, first reflection. That's why it's the finest substance. Pineal gland. So then it gets distributed in the body. So now our challenge is to bring back the distributed energy back to Atma chakra. That's what is Kundalini Yoga. Okay. The example is electricity is there. The TV is on, fan is on, bulb is on. So TV is making too much of noise. Switch off the TV. Electricity off. Similarly, the prana shakti you have to switch off to other organs and take back the prana shakti to where it is required. Where? Pineal gland or Sahasrara. Okay. Difference between pineal gland and Sahasrara, Atma chakra and Sahasrara, I'll tell you. Are you clear? Okay. So when you take that, what happens? Everything else which is making noise is reduced. Gone. The mind has become noiseless. Mind has become silent. Then what happened to the reflection, Gayatri?
Nothing.
Huh?
Only Purna, right?
The reflected Chidabhasa is identifying the mind. So the mind has become silent. Then what happened to Chidabhasa? Reflected consciousness.
Reflection goes back to.
It is same as Sakshi. There's no difference between Chidabhasa and Sakshi. Understand? There's no difference between the reflected consciousness and original consciousness. Right? Reflected consciousness is Jiva and original consciousness is Atma. So Jiva, Atma, Paramatma is one. Understand? Well, noise is reduced.
This is called as Sakshi. This, yes.
Chidabhasa.
It becomes one, that is Sakshi.
There's nothing, no. That's Sakshi. Sakshi is original face. Chidabhasa is reflected face. So mirror is become pure. Then is there a difference you can find between original face and reflected face? What, Gayatri? Understood or not?
Yeah.
Look at my face, no? I want to see what's happening in your eyes. Such a nice eyes you have, like lotus flower.
Recently on explanation. Recently on explanation.
So because misinterpret the religious symbols. How we are doing that, I am telling you. Understand? So Shiva, we think that is a person sitting there. Shiva is the person sitting here in microcosm. So that's why the symbols are given to bring that Shiva into microcosm. Yeah.
I have one thing in it just came in that when this the same bindu got divided into two parts. One is here and one is in the Muladhara. So the whole journey takes place to connect with the it. So there are moments when it gets connected. One is during the sleep, I think so, and then during the life cycle in the journey in the jagi vyavastha mein, when it happens, if that understanding with realization that is not there, if the knowledge sufficient is not there, then probably that is the time of release also.
What release of what?
The release of the consciousness with the body.
I'll come to that answer. If I'll give the answer for that. Right, your understanding is correct. So I'll give the explanation to that once I complete this thought process. Right, you keep the question. So I'll tell you exactly what it means. Okay, understood now. So now reflecting self has become silent because mind has become silent. So the mind, making the mind silent is called yoga. Yoga chittavatti nirodha means that when mind is made silent, tatha drashtu swarupe avasthanam, second sutra. Understand? Sakshi and Chidavasa is one. Okay. So then Jivatma, Paramatma is ekatva. Correct? Understood? So that's called yoga, but it's not permanent. It comes back again. It will come back. To make it permanent, you have to combine with jnana. That's called Purna Yoga. Understand? ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, ಶಿವ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಾದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶಾಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಶಾಂತವಾದ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಒಂದಾಗುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳಿಯಲ್ಲ, ಪುನಃ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಯೋಗ. ಪೂರ್ಣ ಇಸ್ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಯೋಗ ಇಸ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. Understand? So those who look for Purnatva, they don't get. I know everything, but I don't get realized. So those who are doing yoga, they keep on finding way to do that. So I say Purna Yoga is required. Jnana and yoga both are required. Some part is missing, it's not complete. Yoga is union is required to make the mind silent. Is it clear? Now, what is the difference between Sahasrara and Adha? So our two eyes, ears, tongue, they open into Virat, gross. The gross organs open into gross. Adna chakra opens into Hiranyagarbha, subtle. The physical world is seen through gross eyes. The subtle world is seen through Adna chakra. That's why yogis have some visions. They happen with Adna chakra. Above Adna chakra, Hiranyagarbha, the causal world is there, which is Ishvara. That is just below this point, Brahmarada point. So when Sahasrara opens up, it's Ishvara or the Ishvara, the causal world is getting opened up. Energy moves into Sahasrara, it's causal world, which is causal world means Ishvara. Okay, beyond that is Parabrahma or Sadashiva. You understood the difference?
But there's a reason that we have this sensation, visions, all these things happen.
Without understanding, it becomes a sensation. Without understanding, it becomes itching. Without understanding, it becomes a noise. The same spiritual, highest spiritual experience, you can convert into a scratching is there, a head is happening. Okay. So you convert into something. No, it's like
I don't want to
a diamond is given in monkey's hand. Not taste. So diamond is given to monkey. What will you do? hard, throws it. So the spiritual experiences are happening to you people. But without understanding properly, no jnana, that experience becomes. Understand?
So Hiranyagarbha is still about images and all those visions. Fine. What is causal about?
Causal is about ideas. The blueprint of the universe.
So you are saying somebody who is in the causal world will see the blueprint of the universe.
He doesn't see. He is there in the blueprint of the universe. I'll tell you what happened to that.
He is there.
He means Jiva has gone to causal world. Jiva goes to causal world in deep sleep also. In unconscious state. In the waking state, if you go with clarity, the Jiva understands one is the Ishvara, Jnana.
In causal world is about oneness.
Causal world is actually, subtle world is about vision. Causal world is oneness. Okay. Understand? So there are two things. Adna Chakra we are speaking of is Hiranyagarbha Loka, subtle world. All these people who do astral travel and all these things, they do here. Okay. Most of the people are stuck here. Okay. All your Rishi world, Rishis and Devatas, right? And beautiful Apsaras. Vichara got stuck here.
I met Sadhguru now. They are released. I'm in hands of Sadhguru. They are released.
Okay. So, from the subtle world, you have to go to causal world. From causal world, you have to go to beyond, the world beyond. Sadashiva Loka, Parabrahma Loka. Okay. This is spiritual. So, we are stuck in the images. We are stuck in the ideas. We don't understand the Shiva image given to us is to recognize Shiva here. Now, where is Vasuki? So, all this churning poison will come out. Then, Vasuki becomes ornament in the neck of Shiva. Now, this is ego, Kundalini, which has become decoration. No poison. Understand? Any questions? Now we'll come to your question. What is your question? In deep sleep, right? In deep sleep, what happens to us? Okay. We have left brain and right brain activity. In deep sleep, our left brain becomes silent. Left brain is called Shiva. Shiva and Shakti appear at many levels. At brain level, Shiva is left brain, Shakti is right brain. So, waking state, left brain is very active. Ego, I have to interact with the world, success, failure, left brain. Right brain supports. In sleep, left brain becomes silent, right brain becomes active. Or dreams and all. Okay. So now, at any point of time, that merger is happening at any point of time. For example, if there's a gap between our thoughts, that time merger is happening. But we don't have jnana, awareness, because I will miss it. The entire process is becoming aware. Okay. The awareness is two types. One is awareness-based practices, that's called Shiva sadhana, and energy-based practice called Shakti sadhana. Brahma Vidya or Prana Vidya. Brahma Vidya is good. Who am I inquiring? That's what Rama Maharshi says. So properly, if you are purified, who am I inquiring? Straight away, Shiva and Shakti will become one. But our mind is not clear enough. Prana is not clear enough. For which some yoga practice, the purification. The purification and clarity is merged there. So now that merger is not final. But what happens is the peace is there. Then you understand, oh, I am Atma. So that understanding becomes deeper and deeper. The understanding stays, not the merger doesn't stay. Merger is temporary. But understanding that I am the Atma, I am Brahman, that clarity will keep on increasing. The purity and clarity, both of them. So what was your question now? So in deep sleep, what will happen is the right brain, left brain becomes inactive. Okay. Mind goes back to the self, Sushumna, but it's unconscious. Right brain is required for right brain, and the conscious part, this in our brain, right? 95% is unconscious. Only conscious part of the brain, what we have is Atma, some small percentage, 10%. So that percent, that conscious part is gone in deep sleep. So that's why no knowledge is possible. Merger is happening, but knowledge is not possible. Jnana is sadhya. So consciously merge. You have to be fully aware, but fully asleep. That's called Jagrata Sushupti. That's called Samadhi. Both are required. Then merger happens, union happens. Then there's a deep peace. Then you recognize this peace is Jiva Ishva. Is it clear? Was your question answerable?
I had something more to it.
Yeah. It's good.
I don't know how to put it.
Shall we put it?
I feel that when the two merges, not of the sleep, like I'm right now awakened enough. So when I feel that it is merging, I'm not making any effort for it. But suppose the merging happens, so I feel that probably that is the moment when your relation with your body, that whatever pains you have been feeling, like I'm getting hurt here. Suppose there was a pain or hurt or any injury, it is not affecting you anymore. Any kind of good or bad thoughts or any emotions are not affecting you. Then probably at that time, there is, I have not experienced, but that just, I can just feel it, that there is a opportunity, yes, that one can release it, or one can make a choice, just release the body, and soul cannot leave the body unless and until there is actually a conscious choice for it. Sometimes we say it's the time has come, but the choice has been made inside probably, and we are
leave the
not
body
aware.
dying. You mean leave the body is dying, or what? Speaking of dying, or leave the body of disaddiction. When you say
The body and soul.
yeah,
Body,
you're not when you say leave the
when
body.
you say it, the body is dead.
You are dying, and you are speaking of dying. Yeah,
Physical dying.
physical dying.
So it could be that the moment the one who has sensed that thing, so he has the opportunity, whether you really want to be with this identification of this body, or you get a choice that you get released. And that release comes with a relaxation, a very deep relaxation, which penetrates to the surroundings itself, it is sensed.
So are you speaking of at the time of death you are speaking of?
Yes.
So I'm saying that anyway comes, opportunity comes for everybody. Okay, at the time of death, what as the mind is losing its grip on the body. The mind is captured, had a hold on the body. At the time of death, what happens, mind becomes slowly releases it. The body becomes cold. So at that time, there's an opportunity to merger, and he can take a choice, get liberated or take another body. Who, when he say he, means mind. Mind can go into another body at the time of death. That's called a possibility of liberation during death. Right? That's what you're speaking of.
I was not speaking of the mind. I was just speaking of the merger of.
No, I'm saying when I say mind, Jivatma, which is identified with the mind. The Jiva, individual soul. Right? Individual soul travels from one body to other body along with the mind. So that soul, at the time of death, is already given a grip on the body. Body is released. Body is because death, the body is becoming cold. So you are leaving that. So now this soul has a opportunity to merge with Brahman, Paramatma, or go to another body. Right? This is called opportunity for liberation at the time of death. This is called bardos, or a window of opportunity for liberation. Right? Is that what you're speaking of?
Yes, I felt.
Yeah. So that's called window of opportunity.
Because when you said that it is a Vichara, means the same energy was divided for the functionality of everything in my end. Till the time this has to be in the activity, it will remain as two bindus only. But bindu becomes one, and then that is the point whether you make a choice of. You
can make a choice, or you can make travel to other body.
Yeah, any which way is the door.
So that happens at the time of death for everybody. But no, people don't choose it.
But if the sufficient knowledge is there, then the consciousness will choose the liberation path rather than getting into entangled with the.
Exactly. That opportunity can be used if you are prepared. If you are not prepared, you can't do that. It'll go like this.
Yes.
Understand? It'll be as it won't even take time. It's just suddenly it changes.
Yes.
Understand? The window is for a person who is prepared, the window is large.
Yes.
For the person who is not prepared, the window is not there.
Yes.
It's like falling into a dream.
Yes.
So you fall into a dream, suddenly you are somewhere else.
Yes.
So person who is aware, he can enlarge that window. He can get into that. That is called, in Tibetan language, it's called bardos, a window of opportunity. Okay, but that requires a preparation in life.
Yes.
Understand? So that's called liberation at the time of death. But the liberation is possible when you are living. That's called Jivan Mukti. Right? So Jivan Mukti is we don't wait for the death to happen that liberation. While alive, how Jivatma can merge with the Paramatma.
That's temporary.
Which one?
Which are talking given with this temporary, but it's
No. Jivan Mukti is not temporary.
it's not temporary.
Through Jnana is permanent. Through Yoga it's temporary.
Bardos is temporary, na Guruji.
The bardos is at the time of death. It's permanent. Can be permanent. But the person who has followed the path of Yoga and Jnana throughout his life,
Even that also will come with your yoga, sadhana only.
Sadhana only.
Other than that, there's no opportunity.
most 99% people can't even use that. It is just it will go. It will be not even, there won't even fraction of a second.
Without sadhana, nothing will come.
Huh?
They doesn't know.
No, it's exactly like you're going to dream now.
Yes.
You are sleeping,
You slide up.
suddenly you are in the from Mysore. Okay, you don't have, you actually don't have opportunity, need to go to Mysore. Why you have to go to Mysore? Suddenly you are in Mysore. Suddenly you are in Bombay because you are already slept. But before sleeping you have a choice.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to prepare.
At the time of death also, suddenly we will slip into another dream called heaven or another world. But that window is what sadhana which you make. Okay. Now if you make proper sadhana while you are alive through jnana, okay, clarity that I am Atma. So that is not called Jivan. Now then he doesn't have to wait till death. He has already mukta, liberated. He lives his life liberated. Yoga can help him to make the mind silent. Yoga's limitation is chittavritti nirodha, make the mind silent. Jnana is to understand who am I. No, what happens if you don't have the purity of the mind or ability to do yoga? Most of the people understand I am Brahman, but they don't feel like it. No, feeling your mind has to be pure. No, purity is required. No.
Calm, serenity, stability.
See, any jnana, atma jnana, Vedanta jnana earlier, a person is not given jnana until shama, dama, tidiksha, uparati, shraddha, samadhan, all divine qualities are developed. The divine quality development is called yoga. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, kriya yoga, all those yoga. Right? The purity is required. The purity is yoga. Union is yoga. Clarity is jnana. Right? Clarity gives liberation, mukti, because you understand what is. Purity gives connection. Yoga. Are you clear? Understand? Did I answer your question?
Yes.
So that window of opportunity for a person who is prepared, it's very large. For a person who is not prepared, it's not. It's like this. It will fly. Right? For a person who is prepared, he can always get it while he's alive itself. He doesn't have to wait till death.
So at the time of death, it happens automatically.
At the time of it doesn't matter for him. See, already he has already attained it.
There is no effort in
Such
it.
a person is called enlightened one, liberated one, Jivan Mukta.
For others, I will say that it is like
For others, they'll get a last chance
ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರ
at the time of death.
sadhana.
ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರ ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸಾಯೋ ಟೈಮ್
That's the chance. Shankaracharya gives that. Even Ramana Maharshi does that. Right? That is the time of death. Okay. There's at the time of death is possible to liberate. But that opportunity comes very rarely. Okay. Person has to be prepared. Or it can come in the presence of a Jnani, like Shankaracharya or Ramana Maharshi.
Adopt me as your mother.
You want to be mother or father?
Also will do.
Huh?
Disciple also can do.
Yeah. So, in the presence of the enlightened one, the opportunity for the liberation becomes larger.
And that person also should have that capability.
Otherwise, how Jnani will come there? No? Why Jnani will come and every Tom, Dick and Harry will get Jnani?
He has decided, no? The womb only he has
It
decided.
is because of his mother, Ramana Maharshi's mother, they are all there. No? That is because they are already evolved souls. It's not, they didn't get a promotion easily. So they are already mature.
The womb has.
They have require some last touch. Are you clear? So, but don't have to wait. You can do while you are alive through jnana and yoga. That's what Purna Yoga is. Purna is jnana, yoga is union. So slowly you can get rid of the impression that I'm the body while you are alive, and then you become Jiva Mukta. Then what do you do? Enjoy. You don't have to wait. That doesn't matter. Right? So then it's called Vasuki. Till that time, Vasuki is in trouble. Poison. Okay, Gayatri. Any questions?
Shashi Katul kutkonbiಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳಂತೆ. Shashi could dust this guy.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ನೀನು ಅವ್ರ
ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ ಶಶಿ
ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅವರು.
So are you clear?
ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಗುರುಜಿ.
If suppose I'm doing something and in my vision, not particularly of my eyes, but my sense, I feel that my hand is moving, my act is moving. So that is probably the yoga and Purna yoga practice. That
No.
with the action is
Action is awareness. I have to make understand what it means. Okay. Any action has three stages. Guys, you can want to record. I can. Any action is the awareness means meaning I tell you, because that's confusing word. Right? Any action has three stages, three things: a doer, doing, and result. For example, I am writing a picture. The doer is the painter. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅರಿವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ